What's up, everybody? This is Nestor, your brother in peace, love, and justice, and this is Duality of Sorts. So today we wanted to... What's that? What? There's an elephant in the room? That's crazy! What? The elephant is about power? You know what? We're going to talk about it because that's what we do on Duality of Sorts. We talk about the things nobody else talks about, and in this case, we're going to talk about power. Now, what do I mean by power? I'm talking about systemic power. I'm talking about the power that's underneath the ground that nobody sees. It's those backroom deals. It's paying politicians. It's all of those agencies, corporations, people, industry that are driving a particular issue in a direction that most benefits them. And if you need examples of what I'm talking about, I have a list right here. Here we go. So examples of systemic power. We have the pharmaceutical companies, we have the health insurance industry, the prison industrial complex, the National Rifle Association, oil and gas industries. I'm just calling all y'all out. We have Monsanto, we have law enforcement agencies, we have Wall Street, and in Florida we have Big Sugar, and the list goes on and on and on. So when I'm talking about power, systemic power, I'm talking about like this large thing, behemoth, of power that moves us in a certain direction. Why is that important? Because power oftentimes is the root cause of duality. And I'll give you an example. When you have the health insurance industry that's looking at their customers and saying, we're not going to cover those procedures because it benefits us. It doesn't benefit you, but it benefits us. Now we've created duality. We've created winners and losers. And that's what this is. This little Venn diagram, the white shaded area are all the winners. That's the power. And these are all the losers, the unshaded area. Those are all the people that are saying, no, we want coverage, but we're not getting it. What we're talking about doing is working in the gray. We want you to win, but we also want to win. And I have 4 simple steps in how we can do that. So I'm talking to all you people in positions of power. This episode is for you. Okay, here we go. So follow me here. 4 simple rules. 1, acknowledge your power. There's nothing worse than a person in a position of power going in and say, oh, I work for you, you know, I serve you. No, that's not true. We know that you're in a position of power. Own it. You don't have to avoid it. You don't have to ignore it. Just own that. Okay, that's the first step. Step 2, listen. If you're ever given the opportunity to sit down and talk to your clients, your consumers, your customers, just spend the time passively listening. Don't try to fix anything. Don't try to defend yourself or your positions. Just listen. Just listen. Okay, so that's step 2. Step 3, and this is a really important one, is representation. Make sure that when you all in your board meetings are sitting there making decisions on behalf of your customers, clients, or constituents, make sure there's representation at that table as well. And I'm not talking about tokenism, because tokenism sucks. I'm talking about real, genuine representation, where the people that you're serving, some of them are sitting at the table, and they can say, no, wait a minute, that doesn't work for people like us, because X, Y, and Z. The only real way to begin moving in the gray is if you're hearing from the people that you're speaking to. And then finally, the 4th, and this is probably the easiest of all the steps, is action. Just commit to an action. You don't have to know what it is. You just need to commit to doing something that will get you closer to the gray. That's it. 4 very simple rules, okay? We'll go over them very quickly as a refresher. 1, acknowledge your power. 2, listen more than you speak. 3, making sure there's real, meaningful representation at the table. And then 4, commit to an action. That's all you have to do, right? Simple enough. And if you need help with that, don't hesitate to reach out, because we would love to help you get closer in the gray with us. Okay? So for everybody else, we're going to next week talk about working in the gray, all the things that we can do together to work closer with all these people in power in the gray. Now, before we go, I just have one final question, and I want you to answer in the comments below. The final question is, what do you think stops people from working in the gray? Okay, that's it. That's all you have to do. So answer in the comments below. Thank you. An extra shout out to all the people that listened and shared and liked our first episode from last week. You guys are amazing. We do this for you, because if it wasn't for you, then all of this would really be for me, and that would be weird. So thank you so much. Hashtag working in the gray. Yes, I am hoping that will stick. So this has been Duality of Sorts. My name is Nestor, your brother in peace, love and justice. We'll see you next week.